Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Online Classroom. Today we are going to discuss the topic Prim's algorithm related with minimal spanning tree. So let's discuss the corresponding topic one by one. Well, first we need to know what is the basic algorithm of Prim's. Look, if a graph is given, first we have to remove all the self loop if it present. That is the first step. And in case of parallel edge means multi-edge, we have to select the minimum weight and obviously discard the other edges. That means first discard self loop and in case of multi-edge take the minimum weight. Well, in the next step, we have to label all the vertices of the graph, obviously using the edges and weights, and we have to construct an n by n matrix. So that is the second step. Now moves to the third step. Third step is the most crucial. In case of selection, we will choose the starting vertex arbitrarily. Okay. Next, we have to focus on the smallest weight and just observe the row, take the smallest weight and check whether the corresponding point and the previous point will make a circuit or not. If not, then take it. So that is the third step. And in case of last one, obviously continue the process. That means continue third step until it connects all the vertices of the graph and it will form a tree, because we know that in case of tree, all the vertices should be connected. So that is the total algorithm of Prim's. So let's discuss the corresponding algorithm using one of the problem. Look, this is the corresponding graph and we observe that there is a self loop at the point V1, but no such parallel edges are there. Okay, so obviously our task is to discard that self loop first and also the corresponding weight. So this is a graph without self loop and without any kind of multi-edge. Okay, so now we will construct the corresponding matrix. Look, here V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5, 5 vertices are present. So the order of the matrix will be 5 cross 5 and we have to specify the elements. Look, if I focus on V1, V1 is not connected with V1 because there is no self loop, so it is not connected. V1 is connected with V2, corresponding weight is 4. That's why the weight is 4. Next, V1 is connected with V3, weight is 3, so 3. V1 is connected with V4, weight is 3. This one. And V1 is connected with V5, corresponding weight is 3. So look, this is the corresponding position. So we fill up the first row. Now we will fill up the second row. That means V2. Look at V2. V2 is connected with V1, weight 4. V2 connected with V5, weight 3. V2 connected with V3, weight 2. And look, V2 is not connected with V4. Since not connected, so we will introduce the corresponding undefined symbol. Okay. That completes the second row. Now using this same concept, we can easily fill up third row, fourth row and fifth row for the vertices V1, V3, V4 and V5 one by one. So that is the total construction of the matrix, and if this particular graph is given, then this is the associated matrix for Prim's algorithm. Now obviously question will arise, how we will focus on the spanning tree creation. Look, this is the corresponding matrix, already we observed it, and in this selection case, first I select the vertex V1. You can select anyone arbitrarily, but I select V1 cell. Okay, and look at the corresponding row. In this particular row, minimum element is 3. That is the minimum weight. But observe that it occurs 3 times. So take any one like this particular 3. That means first step will be V1 that connects V3, weight will be 3. This is the first step. Okay. In the next phase, obviously this particular 3 and this particular 3, since these are symmetric, that will be discarded. Okay. Now in this step we observe that V1 and V3, these two vertices are connected. So observe V1 row and V3 row simultaneously and try to find out the minimum element. So if I focus on V1, V3 simultaneously, we observe that minimum element is 2. So obviously connect it. That means V3 versus V2. Just connect that particular line here. So that is your step number 2. Using the same logic of symmetry, obviously we can discard 2 here. Okay. Now focus on this particular stage. Here V1, V2 and V3, these 3 vertices are connected. So V1, V2, V3, we have to observe these 3 rows simultaneously and take the minimum element. Look, the minimum element is basically 3, but it occurs 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So you can take any one arbitrarily such that it does not make any kind of circuit. So suppose I choose the corresponding vertex V4 and the corresponding weight 3 in this position. Okay, so I collect that particular 3. So step 3 will be V1 versus V4, weight is 3. And in the next phase, obviously, we will discard that particular 3. Now observe the figure again. Here V1, V2, V3, V4, 4 vertices are connected to each other. So we have to observe V1, V2, V3, V4, all these 4 rows. Okay, and we observe that the minimum element of this corresponding 4 rows, these are 2. So we collect that 2 and that 2 actually connects V4 versus V5. So in the next step, that means step 4, we will join V4 versus V5, corresponding weight will be 2. And obviously we will discard that particular 2. Now in step 4, observe that all the vertices of the graph, that is V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5, these are connected to each other. So that is the required spanning tree, since it does not create any kind of circuit. So using Prim's algorithm, finally we get the required minimal spanning tree, and in the next phase obviously we have to collect the weights of the corresponding minimal spanning tree, and the weight will be nothing but 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2, and the total weight will be 10. So if we add all these weights, we get 10. So that is the full concept of Prim's algorithm, and using this algorithm you can easily find out any kind of minimal spanning tree, and you can apply this algorithm for any kind of graph. So thanks for listening us. In the next video we will continue the corresponding algorithm and we will try to study Dijkstra algorithm in the next class. Thank you again.